Huge thanks to my channel members. Channel members are right over there. It feels like I'm into the wind this way. Also feels like the wheel doesn't really give a shit. So that's cruising about 40-ish. Hey, long time no see stuff here. We are out on the Commander GT Pro Plus. I got that name right. When I first got this wheel that I got on a trade with Chris Clark, for some reason I thought this was the same thing as the Commander Max, and I guess it's not. There are some differences with the GT Pro, which I can't actually name them all yet. All I know is this thing is big, fast, and heavy. That's what I know about it. I took it out for literally a 2-minute test ride just to make sure that everything was working when I first got it. But I've not had an opportunity to get back out on it since. So we're gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, Dunkin' Donuts ride.
Yeah, okay.
It's always a good way to break a wheel in. Let's see what my first extreme bull ride is all about. So Chris has this wheel outfitted with a massive, I believe it's a 9100 or 190, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a 190 street tire. Thing is just huge, man. Legit motorcycle looking tire. And he had positive things to say about it. I'll let you know what I have to say about it by the end of this ride. But yeah, big tire for a big wheel. This has mid-mount suspension, similar to veteran wheels. Does not feel as polished as a Fast Ace suspension, at least my initial ride here, but we'll see. Maybe it'll grow on me, we'll see. This feels like one of those kind of wheels like the V13 or the Z10, the good old Z10 that just wants to kind of stand straight up. It's gonna require some more lower body engagement to get it to do what I want it to do. That's all right, I've done it. I know how to do it, and I will figure out the best way to do it on the Commander GT Pro. I think that this is like an AI video or something. No, it's me, hi, how you doing? Haven't seen me do a conventional riding video in a while. Yeah, I know. Stuff's going on. Just had another spot of skin cancer cut yesterday for biopsy. That's always a good time. I have been riding some. I've gone out a couple times. I got my girlfriend an e-bike, and we've gone out a couple times together. Rode down to the beach, and last weekend we rode all the way. We didn't ride all the way out there. We drove out to Ave Maria and then rode around Ave Maria. Right here's a picture of the V12S in front of the famous Ave Maria Church. That was nice. But no, we did not record that ride. So have been riding, not that much, but have been riding. Today is Wednesday, believe it or not. I took off today. You'd be like, Duff, why did you take off a Wednesday, middle of the week? What's up with that? The reason I took it off was they currently are having the US Open of Pickleball going on, which happens here in Naples. And two of my friends that I play pickleball with, they're playing in the tournament today, this afternoon. So I figured I'd just take the day off, get a ride in, and also ride over there later and watch them play, check out what's going on. Burned a vacation day, but it was okay. Had a few I could burn. I can tell you, acceleration feels very smooth, very linear. The wheel feels extremely planted, which I would expect with its size and dimensions. I haven't gotten it above the low 30s so far, but we'll see if that changes during this ride. We'll see. At the crosswalk for Dunkin' Donuts. Let's get off this thing. Oh, the light, okay. This is where I was called a f***ing asshole a couple weeks ago. Oh, let's go. And then when I was on that ride to the beach with my girlfriend, someone else called me, they told me to f*** off. Yeah, I'm just not making friends lately on my wheels. Crazy. All right, got some pictures of the GT Pro at Dunkin' Donuts for the first time. Did I mention? No, I don't think I have. I've actually changed my Dunkin' Donuts order, believe it or not. Usually I just get whatever size coffee, medium, large, cream and sugar. And this past week I've tried just doing cream only. Everyone can do with a little bit less sugar in their life. And it's been fine, totally doable. And Yeah, I'm a hot coffee with 3 cream kind of guy now, not cream and sugar. What does that mean? I don't know. Trying to make better choices, I guess. So the thing about bigger wheels that is really the most challenging thing for me nowadays is just the physical toll of getting on and off on a regular basis on a big heavy wheel. It's just not that easy for me. My right leg is still problematic, so it's not easy. Once I'm up and rolling, it's not a big deal. But I find when I'm on a big wheel like this that the less stops I have, the better. And you know, this isn't meant to be like a typical commuter wheel, right? This is like a long distance cruiser, high speed cruiser at that. Yeah, but it's going well so far. No glaring things to complain about. So this wheel was not brand new. Has about 1,000 miles on it. Like I said, I got it from Chris Clark. Has a couple small issues. The kickstand on it was bent and unusable. Evidently that's a common problem. So I'm running without a kickstand right now. Because they want like $100 with shipping to get one to me, and it's like, what the hell, $100 for a little piece of metal? It's kind of crazy. So yeah, kickstand's not there. I don't know if you can see the charge cover, that blue charge cover. I made that. It didn't have a charge cover, and let's see, we have the full Clark fairing system here, as you can see. And hold on, look at this. This is Sugden Park. They utilize this as parking for the U.S. Open. They have people park here and then they bus them over. It's crazy, right? It's super popular. It's a super popular event. When I go, I just plan to take a wheel over. I'll probably take the Patton over, I think. But yeah, parking is a thing. So anyways, yeah, I got the full Clark system on here. Got Clark pedals. I like the pad system, the fairing system. It's kind of weird the way it interacts with the trolley handle. It makes the trolley handle kind of a pain to utilize. But you know, I don't need to use it very often, and it's so high in a lot of situations you don't even need a trolley handle. One thing I did have to do was the dihedral angle on these pedals was way too steep for me. It reminded me of the F22 Pro. Luckily, the Clark pedals are adjustable, and I was able to take out the little metal tab that angled it up, and now they're nice and flat or flat-ish, and don't bother me. So lots of good things about this wheel. The wheel's feeling solid in these low speed, somewhat twisty conditions. It's not a problem. Just getting used to the physics of throwing the wheel around, but it's getting better by the minute. Figured since I'm back here in Sugden Park, I might as well hit the new boardwalk. Beautiful new boardwalk section. We'll hit that. Not doing a long ride, but a fun one. Such a beautiful little boardwalk. I only wish it was a little bit longer, really. It's not very long. But it is very beautiful. This is another way to get over to the pickleball tournament. At least at this kind of speed, this thing feels super planted. It really does. I'm trying to think what significant has been going on in the EUC community, at least that I'm aware of, that I've seen. And I've seen Marty parading around on his X-Max with his typical, I won't even say it, just Marty being Marty on the X-Max. What else? No new wheel announcements that I'm aware of. I know I haven't done any live streams, but that's one of the reasons is I didn't really have a lot of good topics to talk about. Although I can always just kind of ad-lib, but you know. All right, so we're on the little greenway here. I'm just gonna finish my coffee, see if I can get the speed up a little bit, and maybe see if I can sit on this thing. I might be able to sit on this. It is pretty damn tall after all, so we'll see. I don't know if I've even said the specs on this wheel, and I'm going off memory here. Chin bar back down, here we go. Okay, a little safer that way. I finished my coffee. The specs on this wheel, it's a 168 volt wheel. I haven't owned any 168 volt wheels. I demoed the ET Max, which is 168 volts, but I've never owned a 168 volt wheel, so this is a first for me. I believe it's a 4,400 watt hour battery pack, right? Massive battery. When the ET Max came out, that was one of the things that people complained about, is it had a relatively smallish battery, a little over 3,000 watt hours, and people said at the time, oh man, I just wish they made an ET Max with a bigger battery. And even though Gotway or Brigode never did it, I guess they let Extreme Bull do it. So this is basically what that's supposed to be. Not nearly as good looking as an ET Max, although the Clark system makes it look significantly better, but yeah, that's basically spec-wise what this is supposed to be, I think. That bike that I just passed, it looked like a mountain bike, an electric mountain bike, I think. It probably had an electric assist, but it had two tires in the front, two wheels in the front, and one in the back. I I've never seen a PEV like that before. Very interesting. I'm quite sure what the advantage is because the tires were close enough, or the wheels were close enough together that it doesn't give you a whole lot of additional stability. So maybe I'll catch up to them on the way back. We'll see. Forgot to take note that I'm also wearing my LS2 helmet. You don't see me wear this very much either. One of my 2 helmets that is coffee drinking friendly. LS2 is a good helmet. It's a good helmet. It's a total motorcycle helmet, but I find myself going to the Scorpion more because I think I like the visuals of the visor on top for whatever reason. LS2 is cool, but I think I actually might like the Scorpion more. Just reverse directions. I'm definitely hesitant to try to do a really tight turn just because of the weight involved. Again, comes with time, but yeah, it's a little squeamish to really lean it. Okay, first time I tried to do a U-turn, I went out onto the grass. I couldn't actually even do it within the boundaries of this pavement. Second time, I was able to do it. Let's see if I can do it a third time. Yeah! Yeah, not confidence inspiring, but yeah, you can do it. So you can tell this thing has power for days. You know, I'm rolling 30 miles an hour and I lean into it a little bit and it takes off. It wants to go fast. It wants to go faster than I am willing to go, for sure. So it's always, as I've always said, with super fast wheels, in my perspective, it's nice to have that overhead that I'm never gonna get in trouble, but I'm never gonna utilize that top end, which is fine. Might utilize the range sometime. I've gotten up to around 40, a couple spots here, and I would say, kind of reminds me, as far as the feeling of being planted, as my experience on the P6 feels very similar in that regard. Unfortunately, sitting looks like a no-go. It's not quite high enough from pedal to top of the wheel to allow me to do that comfortably. So the V13 remains my only comfortable seated wheel. Yeah, for me to sit, I'd have to be all the way down here. No, that ain't gonna work. A little too far for my joint range of motion. Just did my 4th U-turn and was able to do it with about 10 inches to spare that time. So yeah, it's getting better. That's the way it is. Certain wheels are just get up and go, and there's very little adjustment period needed. Big wheels, at least for me, I have to kind of ease my way into feeling comfortable on them. Bit of relatively straight pathway without people to lean into it a little bit. Feels like I'm into the wind this way. Also feels like the wheel doesn't really give a shit. So that's cruising about 40-ish wheel speed. Slow that right back down. Ever since my crash, I'm much more comfortable around 30. Feels like my sweet spot, and I don't need to go much faster than that 95% of the time. Man, oh man, the lady's a rollerblading monster. She's just going back and forth, back and forth. She's not that young either, but she's a damn good skater. Giving you much of a rear perspective. Actually, I don't think I've given you any. Got that cool blue bar LED for the brake light. Not bad. I mean, visually, it's not going to win any awards, but I would call it very utilitarian, right? That's the word I would use for this wheel. All right, heading back towards home. Got Elsa and my girlfriend's dog Mia there, so I'm sure they miss me tremendously. I will be heading back that direction, and then we'll wrap things up. One thing I forgot to mention is we're dealing with a pretty significant brush fire down here in my area. Probably, I don't know, 10 miles or less from my house. Today's not so bad, but like the last 3 or 4 days, and it smelled like you were standing next to a wood burning stove. Last time I heard it was like 1,500 acres, but I think the winds have changed and now are pushing the smoke inland instead of towards the coast. But yeah, we are still in a fire season down here in Southwest Florida. Not for much longer. The consistent rain should be starting soon, but dry season down here is no joke, which surprises some people that you can have such a dry season in Florida. Yeah, the difference in turning a wheel like this for me is, a lot of times I can just do it totally initiating a lean from my feet, and that'll be enough. But with this one, I got to kind of get my calf engaged with the top of the wheel, especially when you're going at higher speeds, because the big tire just wants to stay upright. I haven't dropped off a curb with this. There's a very mild curb right here. Very mild. Yeah, see that feels harsh. Doesn't feel like it catches you very well. But like on bumps, like when the suspension is compressing and the return feels pretty good. But yeah, like a drop like that does not feel good. Not that I do them very often. But let's do it on. This is a little bigger curb. We'll do this one. Yeah, it just kind of hits the bottom and is jarring. Definitely not a fast ace level. Definitely not. That's okay. Let's go off right here. That one felt a little bit better actually. Weird. Whatever. The suspension will do what I need it to do. And that's all that matters. It's almost what an ET Max looks like inside. The clear plastic. Okay, so here's the trolley handle. See? Okay, it's okay in the up position. I mean, it releases fine, right? It releases fine. But then what I'm trying to figure out is to disengage it. It's weird, man. I think you like pull this. Yeah, you pull this, and then you got to get it down behind this. It's kind of a two-hand operation. I mean, it works okay. It's workable, but just a little clunky. Okay, oh, it makes for a good seat too. I would take this over to the pickleball tournament, but it's just too big to maneuver around for that kind of environment. All right, so a favorable first ride on the Commander GT Pro. Is it a GT Pro Plus? It is. I mean, it's just a GT Pro. I don't know. It's an extreme bull wheel. I know that. Yeah, if I had to use a few words to describe how the wheel feels to me, planted, stable, smooth, and it's powerful, man. Didn't have any wobbling through that entire ride, which always is a good thing for me. And again, if I was just riding and not looking down, I would almost think that I was on that demo P6 that I rode. Really. It felt, the ride felt similar to me as the P6, so that's a compliment, right? Of course, there'll be a lot more riding going on in this wheel, a lot more opinions offered, kind of different because it's a wheel that's been out for a while, so it's not like people are out there buying them up by the droves, but it's a new experience for me, so we'll see how it goes. So if you found this video interesting, please think about giving it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're going to subscribe, hit the notify bell that's over there somewhere. Huge thanks to my channel members. I'm going to actually insert this in the beginning as well because I need to thank my channel members more. Huge thanks to my channel members. Channel members are right over there. Channel membership gives you a number of perks. It's inexpensive, and I believe I have 27 or 28 channel members, some of them approaching 5 years of duration, which is amazing, amazing. So thank you for your support. Did I already say feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below? If not, do that. And if you made it to the end of the video, let me know by putting in the comments hashtag Extreme Bull DD. First DD ride on the Extreme Bull. I can certify it now. It is DD compatible. It's good to know. So that's all I have for now. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And until next time, Duffman out. So some people have been asking about Elsa, how she's doing. Hello, Elsa and Mia. Hello, hello, hello. She was crying at the door. See her fashionable diaper. Girls want to go outside? You want to go outside? I told you I'd be back. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go outside. Honey, Elsa, where are you? Oh, there you are. You're fast.